and welcome to another Thursday throwback. This Thursday throwback is a little bit different. The throwback is okay, I'm having a bit of a brain blank here. The throwback isn't so much something that's retired. I'm using our alphabet dies for this card. They haven't retired yet. However, the Paint Play stamp set that I'm using, this one here, will be retiring at the end of May. So if you don't have this yet, I'd advise you to get it because I love this stamp set. I make a lot of kids cards and a lot of kids name frames that I actually sell locally, and this is ideal for any little girl's cards or little boys cards because you can, it's a very whimsical, a very kid friendly stamp set, this one, and as you can see it makes the most gorgeous cards. Now this one I've done on a Blushing Bride cardstock base, and the colours I've used are pink, Peekaboo Peach, I think, yep, Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, Flirty Flamingo, Daffodil Delight, and then two of our colours that we're saying farewell to in Dapper Denim and Emerald Envy. Now I've changed the card I'm making up just a little bit. As you can see, I stamped these flowers from the background onto white cardstock and fussy cut. I hate fussy cutting. I really, really hate fussy cutting. So to avoid doing that, I've decided to use the asterisks out of our alphabet stamp because it looks like a little flower. So all of the measurements and the materials and whatnot that you will need can be found on my blog. Description below holds the link. Now this card, I have a little cousin in the UK whose birthday it was this week, and I was very late in sending her birthday greeting. She's just turned 5. Oh, I'm trying to pick up the T at the end here and I can't get my nails underneath it. Anyway, she's turned 5, and since I was late sending her greetings, I'm going to send her this card so her mum and dad can get it framed and put it on the wall, and she'll have something that's been sent from Australia to England just for her. So as I said, all the scraps and everything, the sizes and whatnot, can be found on my blog, and we'll get started. And what I'm going to do, she's got 6 letters in her name, so it works out really well. So we've got V, I, O, L, E, T. So they all swap around. With this one, I'm going to have to send it through. I only put 3 flowers on this card, but I'm going to put 5 on this one because the asterisk is smaller. So I will run this through 5 times, and I will see you again shortly once all of these are cut out. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I've finished die cutting. So I've got 5 little flowers for the front of the card. I have the I and the E and the O and the T and the V and the L are done. Now if you wanted to be a bit more adventurous or creative, you could sponge around each of these letters. I'm not going to do that because I don't know whether you can pick it up on here or not. No, probably not. Oh, you might be able to see it there, but I've actually added Wink of Stella over the top of each of those letters, just to make them come out a bit more. Okay, now we're going to work on the inside. I'll just move that out of the way, move my letters and everything over there because we don't need them yet. I'm going to stamp the happy birthday on the inside. So come in with the happy and put that on an angle up in the top corner there, and then in with the birthday, and once again on an angle, although that looks kind of straight to me. Okay, move those aside for just a second and bring in my Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on, stamp off and stamp on, and bring in my stamp cleaner, clean that off a little bit and do the same again. Stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, stamp on, and then the same up there. Pop that aside for a moment. Now I have the leaf. Once again, I'm going to stamp it off and stamp it on. And one more, just up the top there. There we go. So the last thing I want to do, just close this up for the moment, get these out of the way so that I'm not stamping in the wrong pad, and just bring some Daffodil Delight so that it looks like I've got a little bit of confetti. So just close that for a moment because they dry in the studio lights. Okay, pop some glue tape on the back there, and then bring in my Blushing Bride to do a nice narrow border around the layer. Oh, that was what I meant to do too. That was the part that I haven't stamped. There we go. So just put centres to each of the flowers on the inside. Okay, bring in our card base. I'm just going to flip that in half. I've already scored it. I'm going to open this up. Have a little bit more snail, and then centre this on the inside. There we go, that's the inside of our card done. And now to decorate the outside. So once again we've got our layering weight Whisper White, and I'm going to come in with the flower. I think it was yellow that I used, the Daffodil Delight I used last, so we'll bring that in. And I've just realised I haven't stamped the happy birthday. I should have done that to begin with. So I will clean off my happy because I have the Flirty Flamingo, I think it was, that I used. So we'll come in with the happy at the top here. There we go. I'll clean that off. I'm using new camera today, so I'm hoping this is coming out really nicely so that you can see it well. Okay, clean off the birthday, and I'm going to stamp the birthday down in the bottom corner here. There we go. So that covers the wording. So now I can carry on with, just clean this off because with my luck I'll pop paper on top of it and end up getting it all mucky. Okay, so I'll leave that aside there because I'm going to need to clean off more in a moment. Best washer dry you'll ever have if you invest in one of our Stampin' scrubs. Okay, in with the Flirty Flamingo. There we go. Give that a clean. I've already used our Daffodil Delight. Okay, I'm back. I'm hoping that I haven't missed any of my recording because my camera ran out. Well, the memory card ran out. So, okay, the part we're up to is where we're going to put, in the meantime, I found my foam strips. So we're going to pop these on the back of our letters. So I'm just going to measure the approximate length that I'm going to need, which is about there. So if I cut a few of those across like so, we've then got some strips to pull off and just plonk on the back of the letters. So I'll fast forward this so that you're not bored silly. Okay, we've got all the backings on, so now we're going to do the placement of the letters. So peel off all the backing strips. I'll probably fast forward through most of this as well because you've seen me take backing strips off before and you've seen me place things on card fronts before, but just so that to give you an idea, I actually pop my ruler so that I get fairly decent placement as far as a straight line goes. So I'll move that down a little bit so that it's underneath the happy, not covering it. So there's the V, and we'll put the T on the other end. And then after the T goes on, it's just a matter of spacing out, eyeballing to space out the letters as they go across the card front. So there's the V and the T, and it's just a matter of spacing out the other four letters. Okay, so we've got the wording across the front there. I'm going to turn all of these flowers upside down, or the asterisks is upside down, so that we've got the rough cut side facing up, and I'm going to bring in my mini glue dots, and I'm going to pop a couple of mini glue dots on the back of each asterisk just to give it that extra. Whoops, didn't want to stick then. Oh, this is funny. There we go, there's one. There we go, another one off to the side there. It was going to look weird if I had had them on the back of 5 of the letters and not the extra one. So instead I decided to pop 2 off the letters themselves, otherwise it would look really strange. Okay, I'm looking around my desk now because I know I've got the faceted gems sitting here somewhere. Oh, they are here somewhere. I know they are. Oh, hang on, maybe they're not. No, they're not. I actually put them away for a change. There we go. So I'll bring the faceted gems in, and I'm going to use the small faceted gems and they actually look a bit too big for these flowers made out of asterixes, but never mind. Oops. I'll just pop those onto each of these little flowers. I'm pretty sure the faceted gems are being carried over. I do believe I saw them in the new catalogue, the new annual catalogue. So I'm pretty sure they're being carried over. So there we go. Now all I have to do is bring in my Wink of Stella and just give each of the letters a coating of the Wink of Stella. Now you might find it strange that I've got washi tape sitting on my Wink of Stella. That's because there is another Wink of Stella pen sitting around here somewhere that has been filled up with water just to get all of my glitter used up out of the barrel. It works well for blending, especially if I'm using Stampin' white markers. I can blend really nicely on watercoloured paper, and it gives a nice glittery finish if I use the water from the Wink of Stella pen. So that's how I differentiate. I've got the washi tape on the one that is actually Wink of Stella, and then this one has just got plain water in it, in the barrel. Okay, so we've done that. We've got all of that coated. You probably can't see it on camera. I'm hoping you can, but you probably won't be able to, but never mind. Okay, in with our layering piece, and I've popped the glue on the layering piece, not on the top, because of all the bumps and everything. Give that a smooth over. Okay, and we're almost finished. So now we'll bring in our card base, more snail on the card base, bring in our matting piece, and I actually prefer this one to the sample, not because of the name, but because of how bright it is. I think the white, using the Blushing Bride as the layering piece instead of having it as the actual card base, just lifts it a bit. And I do like the asterixes, but I think I prefer the fussy cut flowers. Let me know in the description or in the comments section below which one you prefer. But as you can see, the inside's really pretty and the outside looks really nice too. I'll just get rid of this stamp piece, move that away, and there we go. So there's the sample. Sophie's our sample. I'll just give Violet a bit more of a creasing here so that it sits down straighter. There we go. So Sophie was our sample and Violet is our card that we made today. Let me know which one you prefer, or whether you think they're both as pretty as each other. I actually prefer the violet because, as I said, I think it gives it a bit more of a pop, having just the matting piece down. Okay, well I hope you've enjoyed today's card and you will give it a go. Have a great week, and don't forget, on Sunday I'll have another fun fold card for you. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.